What if I told you that in just 2 hours a kingdom fell, a king drowned in mud, and the future of Europe was forever changed? This isn't a forgotten corner of medieval history. This was the moment the Ottomans kicked open the gates of Europe. A single battle that redrew borders, toppled a dynasty, and left behind a silence soaked in blood. This is the story of the Battle of Mohács, a thunderclap in the history of empires, and the day a young king's dream was shattered before it even began. If you love the hidden stories that shaped civilizations, subscribe to the channel and join us as we walk through one of the most decisive and tragic battles of the 16th century. The year is 1526. Europe is tense. Two great powers stand on the brink of war. The Ottoman Empire, rising like a tidal wave from the east, and the Kingdom of Hungary, defending the fragile edge of Christendom. Just a few years earlier, the Ottoman Sultan Suleiman I had crushed both the Mamluks and the Safavids, securing the eastern frontier and bringing the caliphate under Ottoman rule. Now, with the east pacified, all eyes turned west. But fate had other plans. Selim died suddenly. His son Suleiman, a 26-year-old new ruler, took the throne. Many thought he would play it safe. They were wrong. By 1520, Suleiman the Magnificent had already begun carving his legacy. He seized Belgrade, a fortress so strong that even his great-grandfather had failed to take it. Then came Rhodes, torn from the hands of the Knights of St. John. Now only one obstacle stood between Suleiman and the heart of Europe: Hungary. To many, Hungary seemed strong. It had proud warriors, a deep military tradition, and a long legacy of resistance. But beneath the surface, the kingdom was crumbling. Its young king, Louis II, had inherited a throne but not the strength to defend it. His court was divided, nobles bickered. The army, though brave, was uncoordinated and outdated, and the Ottomans were coming. On April 23, 1526, Suleiman set out with 60,000 troops and over 300 cannons. This was not just a military force, it was a moving fortress. As they crossed the Drava River, Ottoman scouts encountered little resistance. Hungary was unprepared, its defenses stretched thin. Soon, the Ottoman army approached the plains of Mohács, a flat, open land, perfect for maneuvering artillery and cavalry. And waiting for them was the Hungarian army. Just 30,000 strong, but determined. They had a single plan: strike hard and fast before the Ottomans could organize. They would gamble everything on one crushing charge. August 29, 1526. The air was still, the land quiet, too quiet. Suleiman's army spread across the field with cold precision. Timariote cavalry secured both flanks. Janissaries, elite infantry, guarded the core. In the center stood Suleiman's golden tent, beneath the banner of the crescent moon. Hungary lined up in a single formation, their heavy cavalry massed at the center. Their goal? Break the Ottoman middle, crush it, end it quickly. At midday, Hungary charged. A wall of armored knights thundered across the plain, an iron tide. But Suleiman had laid the perfect trap. The Ottoman center feigned retreat. Hungarian knights pushed deeper. Then, the sky erupted. Ottoman cannons fired. The ground shook. The front ranks of Hungary's cavalry were torn apart in seconds. The Janissaries opened crossfire. Old-style muskets tore through armor like parchment. The knights were surrounded. Swamps and marshes boxed them in. The Ottoman cavalry hit from the flanks, then the rear. It was a massacre. In the chaos, King Louis II tried to flee, but his horse slipped in the muddy riverbank. He fell, drowned in the muck, buried by his own panic and the weight of his armor. In just 2 hours, Hungary's army was no more. Its king, gone. Most of its nobles, dead or captured. Its defenses, crushed. This wasn't just a defeat. It was a collapse. The road to Buda, the Hungarian capital, lay open. The Ottomans marched in without resistance. Hungary would remain under Ottoman rule for 150 years. The balance of power in Europe had shifted. The Holy Roman Empire watched in shock. The war between Suleiman and Emperor Charles V had officially begun. The Battle of Mohács wasn't just short, it was surgical. In 2 hours, a kingdom vanished from the map. Suleiman was no longer just a young sultan. He was a master of strategy, a conqueror of kings, and Europe would never forget his name. One battle, 2 hours, an entire kingdom erased. This wasn't just a clash of armies. It was a turning point in European history. If you want to explore more powerful moments like this, moments that shape the world as we know it, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and let us know in the comments, could Hungary have changed the outcome, or was this fate sealed from the start? Thanks for watching. And as always, may history keep whispering its forgotten truths in your ear.